This video is designed to help you in your visa interview and make you better prepared so that you can successfully obtain your student visa to come to Shepherd University. First and most important, you must show that you are tied to your home country. By doing that, you show that you hope that you will return to your country. You must prove to your visa officer that you're only going to study in the United States for a certain period of time and that you do plan to return when you have finished your studies. Discuss these ties to your home country, ties that might include information about your hometown, family members that live in your home country, a job that you plan to have when you return. You also might discuss your home, an apartment or a house that you own or that your family owns where you plan to return. You can also include information about banking accounts and investments that you have in your home country. It is possible that your visa interviewer will ask about specific career plans and a job that you hope to hold in the future. He or she might also ask about other family relationships that you have in your home country. Remember, you must make it very clear to the visa officer that you plan to return when you have finished your program at Shepherd University.
You must also prove to your visa interviewer that you have a basic understanding of the English language. Practice English conversation skills with any native speaker before your interview. Do not prepare rehearsed speeches. In your interview, you should speak as casually as possible. Expect to discuss your specific plans for studying in the United States, and these include: what school are you attending in the United States? In what town or city is it located? What does the school look like? Is it a large university or a smaller campus? How many students attend the university that you plan to study? And what program are you going to study while you are in the United States? If you are planning to study intensive English, explain to the visa officer why English will help you pursue your career goals in your home country.
Talk about yourself. You must do all of the talking in your interview. No one from your family or other friends are allowed to be there. So talk about your plans and your goals, why you want to study in the U.S., and why you are going to return to your home country. Your visa officer wants to know about you. Try to answer as many questions as you can with detailed information about yourself.
Know the program you plan to study. Discuss the following. Why do you want to study this program? How will studying in the United States help you in your future career? If you are a graduate student, talk about your research plans. Possibly bring with you a letter from your supervising professor that explains your intended research goals.
Be brief, but be to the point, and stay positive. Smile. The interview will be short, and so the first impression that your interviewer has of you is important. Dress nicely. Make sure that you are properly groomed. Keep your answers to the visa officer short and to the point. Do not ever argue with the visa officer. He or she is in a position of authority in terms of your visa. If you are denied a visa, you can ask the officer for a list of documents that he or she could suggest that you bring to a second interview that might help you to be approved. Ask the officer for the exact reason, and preferably in writing, that you were denied.
Bring supporting documents with you if possible. consider bringing the following documents: financial documentation to prove that you can pay for your studies here in the United States, any admission letters from the university, or any scholarship letters the university might have sent to you. If you are a graduate student, bring a letter from your supervising professor that explains your research goals.
And if you did not take the TOEFL or the IELTS exam, be sure to have a letter from an examiner or the English program where you are planning to study that clearly describes your level of English proficiency. There are different requirements for different countries to obtain visas. Applicants from countries suffering economic problems will have a more difficult time obtaining a visa. If this is your situation, it is possible that you will be asked about job opportunities in your home country after you return from your studies in the United States. Review your country's specific requirements on obtaining a visa on the U.S. Consulate's website. Check YouTube. There are several U.S. consulates that have YouTube videos that help to explain the visa process in their specific locations.
Remember, your purpose in coming to the United States is to study, not to get a job. You must clearly explain your plan to return to your home country at the end of your program. Do not mention any on- or off-campus jobs you may apply for during your studies here in the United States. These jobs are okay to apply for when you are here in the United States. Remember, F2 dependents cannot ever be employed in the United States. Volunteering in the community, however, is permitted for F2 dependents.
If you will have a spouse or children in your home country, you will need to explain to your visa interviewer how your spouse will support him or herself in your country while you are studying in the United States. If the visa officer thinks that you intend to support your family with money that you might be earning during your studies in the United States, your application will be denied. If your spouse or your child decide to join you at a later time, it is helpful to have him or her apply at the same location where you applied.
Other special considerations. If you experience a delay in obtaining your visa, don't panic. Sometimes this occurs if your name is similar to another individual, and the consulate just needs to check with other agencies about your status. Sometimes this occurs if your area of study is thought to be of a sensitive field or a critical technology area. You may be asked to explain past visits to the United States and prior visa statuses held by you or your family members. Just be prepared to discuss any of this with your visa interviewer.
Other things to consider are, if you were here in the United States in the past and stayed beyond your authorized allotment of time, be prepared to explain exactly what happened, and if you can obtain supporting documents on that extended stay, be sure to bring those with you to give to your visa interviewer. If you have close relatives who are in the United States and are citizens, it could be hard for you to prove to your interviewer that you are not an intending immigrant. An intending immigrant is someone who wants to live permanently in the United States.
Remember, the visa officer might ask you these 3 questions. What are your plans for studying in the United States? What are your future career goals? And what are your ties to your home country?
We wish you the best of luck with your interview and we hope to see you on our Shepherd campus soon.